guys, so here's a tutorial on how to do a basic men's cut. I know that we're all stuck in isolation right now, and I've seen a lot of photos and videos of you guys trying to cut your partner's hair, or your boyfriend, or your father, or your son's hair. So here's a quick video on how to do just like the most basic men's cut. So this is Levin, my boyfriend. He's my model.
Hi.
His hair is already short because we just cut it, but we're gonna go a little bit shorter for this video. So you're going to need clippers. So I'm using the Oster Classic 76. This one doesn't have a lever on it, and I chose to use this one because I think most of you have something similar to this at home. And we are doing a number 2 guard. Here, I'm gonna turn you around. 1 second. So what you wanna do is you wanna scoop outwards, and you wanna end it like around here. And so I start with the back, and I move to one side, and then after I'm done one side, I go to the other side. Just like that. Okay, so once you've done that, you don't have to do this next step, it's optional. I'm going to give him a fade. Oh, sorry, it's in the video. I'm going to give him a fade. It just looks a little neater. So what you want to do if you're going to do this is take 1 guard shorter than the one that you previously used. So I use a number 2, so this is a number 1. And what you're going to do is you're going to start at the hairline, and you're going to, again, do the scoop out motion, and try to connect this length with the one that you previously did. So if you want to do a low fade, you can scoop it out till about here, or you can do a high fade and kind of scoop it out around up there. So it's really up to you. If you want to start with the low fade, and because if you mess up, it'll be easier to fix, and you can do like a medium fade and a high fade. And then just scoop out. And you kind of want to do it at an angle because then it won't create a lot of harsh lines when you're blending the two. Again, we're not using a machine with a lever, so this is a little bit trickier. You really have to get that scooping motion. And again, I just start on one side, and once I'm done, I go to the other. So when you get around the ear, you want to hold the clipper kind of on an angle, like if the bottom part rests against the head, and then the top part kind of goes away, so that you're blending it in that way. So just like okay, and then I'm going to do the other side. I'll turn you around so you can see what's going on. Good? Mm-hmm. So I've been cutting Levin's hair for almost 3 years now.
Something like that. Yeah.
You want to tell people how we met?
Yeah, sure. So we met playing Ultimate Frisbee, and I think there was a kind of a mutual attraction between us, but we were both dating other people. I needed a hairstylist. I was living in North York, so I drove down like half an hour.
Oh yeah, I knew he had a crush on me.
I know. It's kind of hard to deny when I'm making that much of a trek to see you. So.
Hey, my haircuts are good too.
Yeah, they're very good.
Okay, that's the other side. Okay, so I moved him closer to the camera so you can see. Our next step is to wet the hair and make sure that it's evenly saturated. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with the section at the back and make sure that you pull the hair straight out and that your hand is not resting on the head so that it doesn't take the shape of the head. So you wanna make sure it's straight out just like that. And then you wanna cut this piece. Just like that. and then that will be your guide, and you're gonna move to the next section. So you're gonna start with one side of the head and then again with the other. Just like that. And don't worry if it's not too neat, because we're gonna go over later and blend it. Okay, so once you're done that, the next thing we're gonna do is a scissor over comb technique. And basically we're just cleaning up the fade and go over it and see if we miss any spots. So we're gonna scoop out, again with our comb, and then just cut any hair that you missed. Make sure the comb is not flat against the head and it's kind of on an angle like that. Okay, so once you're done that, we're gonna move to the top of the head, and you wanna wet the hair and make sure everything is evenly saturated. Once you've done that, you're gonna take a section in the middle, and we're gonna cut a guide. So what we wanna do is we wanna keep the front a little bit longer and the back a little bit shorter. So we're gonna cut on an angle like this. Okay, so I'm not gonna cut too much off of Levin's hair because we just cut his hair the other day. But you can go and start making your guide. And then just end right here at the crown. You don't want to go past it because we'll blend everything later. Okay, so once you've done that, I like to start at the back, and you're just gonna take a piece on one side because we're gonna start working with one side of the head first and then move on to the next. You're gonna pull it straight up, and that last piece you just cut is going to be your guide, and you're just gonna cut straight across. Okay, so now you've got a guide going from side to side and a guide going from the front of the head to the back of the head. And so you're gonna take the next section just in front, and you're gonna pull that hair up and use those guides to cut your next piece. And go all the way to the front, do the same thing, and then move to the other side. Now for the bangs, you're going to comb everything forward. Go sideways again. And just grab the hair, and then you want to cut across. So next we want to blend the top and the sides together. So what we're gonna do is take a section, pull it out, and just see where that point is. You're gonna see a point because we had cut everything straight up and then straight across. So pull the hair out and you're gonna see a little point, and you just wanna kind of cut that so that the top and the side blend. So now just take the next section and do the same thing. And spin to gonna pull it straight out and you're gonna see where you had cut the bang and where you had started that first guide. If you have texturizing shears, they look like this. Awesome. If you don't, it's okay. What it does, it just like, it helps blend out the hair a bit more. So just where you see some like harsher lines, you can just go in and just cut. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how to do the neckline. Again, I just cut Levin's hair the other day, so there's not much for me to cut off, but I like to go with the natural shape of the hairline. I know a lot of men like to square off the end, so it just depends what your preference is. So again, start at the middle, and I just go with the natural shape of the hairline. For the sideburns, everyone has their own preference on how like short or long they want it. I prefer like mid-length, so like the middle of the ear is where I usually cut it. Then I'm just gonna blow dry all the hair out. Okay, so that's it. It's a basic men's cut. It's cut evenly, so they can wear it spiked up. Levin likes to wear it part on one side and then pushed over, just like that. Can you come closer so you can see? Turn for them. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.